Hey everybody, this is a video just to give you a little bit of encouragement and some support and kind of help you not punish yourself if you're not making music or if you're not being productive or you've not recorded that DJ set you said you were going to do last week, or you've not tried to finish that track you've been working on for 6 months and it's on version 7 now. Don't punish yourself is what I'm trying to say. Current state of time right now is 22:32 at night. It's Wednesday, the 26th of February 2025. I've been to work all day. I've come home from work. I watched my program, which I've been watching, this TV series that I've been getting into. It's called Unforgotten. I've never seen it before. It's been on telly for like 10 years. I've never seen it. But anyway, I'm binging that at the minute. So I found time to watch an episode of that when I got in from work. I had a shower, etc. Then I prepared me tea, chopped all my veg up, got my stir fry ready, made me tea. Then I washed my pots, tidied up, sat down again, had half an hour, and then I found time to prep a new DJ set, which I've been putting together. So I got that sorted, and then I started on another track that I've been working on. Basically, I've got plenty of time now, okay? It never used to be like that. But now my kids have grown up and moved on, so to speak. I've not got any kind of things holding me back. Do you know what I mean? I live a single life. I don't have to worry about any of these things. However, it wasn't always like that. I'm 50 next year, and I've been obviously doing this for a long time, since my mid-teenage years. But the point is, 10, 15 years ago, in the 2010, 11, 12, 13, whatever, up to that point, I had two little kids to look after that would stay with me on the weeknights, and they would stay with me on the weekends. My DJing dropped dramatically because I was looking after my kids on the weekend. Basically, I didn't have a great deal of time from 2010 to 2015 to do a lot. I was doing a degree. I was working a night job. I was taking kids to school, picking them up, spending time with them, etc., etc. And then on top of that, trying to have a little bit of a life myself. I had an evening job, as I say, to work at the airport during my degree. Point is, I went through a phase of not being able to record a lot of music. Yes, I was doing a music degree, and that was different, and I fitted that in. But the point is, now I don't have that problem. But if you have kids now, you've got kids, you've got the wife. So if you've got kids, for example, and you want to make your music when the kids have gone to bed, and you want to fit half an hour in or an hour in, then get it in there if you can. But if you can't, don't punish yourself. Don't make yourself feel bad because of it. You might not get it right today, but tomorrow you might get half an hour, you might get an hour. Having kids and that sort of thing, and the job, and your own social life, and your wife or your missus or your partner, whatever it is you've got going on, you've got to fit all this in. So I've been there a few times. All through the 90s, I didn't have any responsibilities except myself. All that mattered where was my next 20 quid coming from, and my next bunch of records. Life was simple. And one of the beauties about life back in those days, you didn't have to log into everything. You just lived. So up until my son was born in 2003, I didn't have any responsibilities at all. I did what I wanted. I did as I pleased, blah, blah, blah. And then my production from 03 to 04, 05 really dipped and disappeared for a while because I was busy being a parent. And then 06 to 09, it kind of picked up again. And then my daughter was born in 2007, so I had another child to take care of. And then, as I say, those years following that, it was hard to get things in. But now I'm at a point now where, as I say, the kids have grown up, and I don't have to look after anyone anymore. So I have that freedom. And if you're at a point now in your life where you want to make music and you want to do this, you've got kids, as I say, that time will come again. If you don't have the freedoms now to do it after being at work all day and all those kind of things, don't worry, that time will come back. If you can sneak an hour in or a half an hour here to make a beat, or do a little mix on your decks, or just get a little bit of a track going, whatever it is that you do, you'll find that time eventually. And if you can't, don't punish yourself and don't feel that it's all over. I think that's one of the big things, is don't think that, you're nearly 50 now, or you're in your mid-30s or your mid-40s or whatever. I kept thinking that it was all over every time I reached, a point. When I got to my late 20s, I thought, I'm not doing this after 30. I'm not doing it. I've got my kids now. And then I got to 40, and I'm like, I'm not doing this after 40. And I still am. And now I'm 50 next year, as I say. And, I'm not going to be saying that this time now, because I know now that it's one of my lifelong passions and it's one of my lifelong hobbies, you know, to make music, all kinds of dance music, ambient, whatever I do, whatever mood I'm in. But I'm on a house vibe again at the moment. But I'm not going to say that this time, because now all of life is, you know, my experience of life behind me, and, you know, my children and past relationships, past jobs, past, you know, miseries, past trauma. It's all gone and behind me. So, you know, I'm in a new phase now where I have the freedom and the flexibility to do as I please and when I want, within reason. I've got a day job, you know, I work in education, so I get 13 weeks a year off as well, which is an absolute bonus. So, you know, that's a fortunate thing as well. However, it's a tiring job, and as you get older, you get more tired. But I still manage to fit in the evening, an hour here, half an hour there, you know, on top of my YouTube channel, which I do here, on top of the teaching. So what I'm saying is, don't worry that if you've got no time. The bottom line is, if you've got no time and you feel you never get around to anything, it will come back eventually. You'll end up having as much time as I do eventually. You know, your wife or your partner might leave you, you know, whatever. But what I'm saying is, you will always have the music in your life. You'll always have the ability to make the music. You just have to find that time, and it will come back to you. So that's it, really. It's just a short video. You will find the time again, and if you can't find the time right now, or at the weekend, or next week, don't punish yourself, and don't think that it's all over, because it's not. You've got bags of time. Yes, there's this thing with AI now, and AI is taking over, and it's been around for a year or two now, but it's started to gain momentum. And AI, for me, I think, is a tool to be used, and it's also a gimmick as well. You know, it's just a bit of a gimmick. You can make tracks that sing songs. I don't know, for example, you can get an Oasis song sung by Frank Sinatra or something like that. Just stupid novelty stuff. That's all rubbish. But what I mean is, you can use AI tools to make things faster. You know, there's some great little things out there that you can use. So as I say, music production will always be there, whether or not in 5 years' time AI will completely, you know, be at the center of all of this, and we will just be like dictating what we want, do this, do that. Who knows? It's going to come, isn't it, in some way, and you have to embrace that. But making music physically as a human being, man to machine, you know, you're never going to lose that. That will always be there. So don't punish yourself, okay? Just relax, and eventually the time will come back, okay? And if you do get half an hour here, there, an hour there, make sure you make the most of it and do what you can. And that's all you can do, because the time will pass anyway. So that's it. That's Rob's little tip of the day for my aging producers, or my busy parent producers that are out there. Time will come back eventually. Take care, guys, and thanks for watching. See you in the next video.